This is a great tool from Stampin' Up! Called a color spritzer, and I really love the effect that I get with it. I've used it on the image piece of this card, and I really like the subtle yet elegant touch that it creates. And because you use it with Stampin' Right markers, that means you can spritz with any of Stampin' Up's 48 colors. The tool has two parts. It's got this bulb that when you squeeze forces air through the nozzle, and it's got this place that holds a marker so that the nozzle will force air across the brush of the marker. Now there's also a knob here on this part so that when you have it positioned correctly, you can tighten the knob and hold the marker in place. Now I've heard from a lot of people that they can't get this to work right, that they're frustrated, they try and try and try, and they eventually give up. So I wanted to show you what I have found works for me. Now I don't use this knob because I like just holding the marker because I can play with the position and get it right where I want it. You need to position it so that the tip of the nozzle is going to force air across the brush of the marker, and you're going to get a spray of color. Now this should be easy. You shouldn't be squeezing without anything happening. If you are, there's two things that could be going on. One is you don't have the marker brush in the right position in relation to the nozzle. The other problem could be that you're not squeezing hard enough. You've got to use a firm, brisk squeeze, or else there's not enough air going over the marker. So this is what it looks like when I've got it in the right position. So what you want to do is just take out your color spritzer and a marker and then just play with it until you've got it in a position that is going to give you good color. Then use it on your project. So when you spritz, you want to hold the bulb and nozzle perpendicular to your work. Don't tilt the spritzer or you're going to end up with color either way up here or way down here when you're trying to get it here. You get a different effect depending on how close to your work you hold the nozzle. So if you want a really dense pattern of color, you hold it close, and if you want a really diffuse pattern of color, you hold it far away. So remember, this is not a precision technique. You get to learn to surrender control about where your color is going to end up and how it's going to look. It's supposed to have a feel of being casual and spontaneous. So play with it on scratch paper until you get a good sense of how it works and where to hold it and how hard to squeeze and all of that before you try it on your project. If you don't have a color spritzer yet, then you can order it by going to www.stampingmadly.com and clicking on the Order Now button. Happy spritzing!